Welcome back. I'm playing Warhammer 40,000 Battlesector, and we're continuing on with our faction and unit guide to help people in multiplayer or in the game in general. I'm currently working on the Tau, and the next unit we're going to talk about are the tactical drones. But before I continue on, if you're enjoying these videos, please give my channel a like and subscribe to encourage me to post more content for you. So the tactical drones, these guys are meant to be your swarm units, so they are very cheap. They are the cheapest units that you can get for the Tau. Typically how people will end up using them is to quickly run to strategic points. They're not really tanky enough that you're going to be able to hold it very well with these guys. They're body block. It's generally not how you'd use these. Or the other way they use it is a little bit of hit and run if you're fighting more of a melee force, say the forces of chaos, because these guys do have the hover ability, which means they can move through obstacles, and that means they can do a lot of hit and run and be kind of actually a pain in the ass to kill if you don't have a ranged force. But they only have 35 health, 1 action point, 5 movement, 3 armor, and 15 evasion. Now, the one thing you can do to help boost their survivability is and there's a couple of players out there that will do like these heavy drone builds. I generally don't think they work out very well, especially if you have any sort of flamer units, which you can just easily annihilate a bunch of drones with. But they'll tend to put on the Sense of Stone and then Zypher's Grace on them, and then all of a sudden you have these guys with 25 evasion and that bonus health here, and then they can usually tank attack or two. Or if you have guys, let's say with a heavy plasma incinerators, if you're fighting against the Blood Angels, or you're got Locust Heavy Destroyer or something that you're worried that a unit you actually care about is going to soak up Overwatch, then you can throw these guys to do the movement and end up tanking those shots, and then they'll overkill the drones, allowing your more important units to survive and then get the sniped kills. Now, in terms of their weapons, they have the Pulse Carbine, which is 12 attacks as a base damage, a 2 to 3. It has an armor piercing of 2, so it only does damage to the most basic and light armored of units. It has an optimal range of 3, but can shoot up to a range of 6. And it has a base accuracy of 85, and the accuracy falls off 10 per tile. Now, when they're in their default mode, they only cost 40 points, but they do have the ability to add a marker drone in here as their assistant that costs 20 additional points. I don't know why you would want to do that. Maybe if you just had 20 points remaining, but that's 50% of a whole new unit here. And then your Pathfinders and Breachers no longer have that ability, but the Pathfinders and the Fire Warriors here, clicking the wrong guys, they all get marker lights as just their main cost here. So if we're saying a marker light is worth 20 points, then that means you're saying the Fire Warrior Strike Squad with the basic loadout here is only worth 40 points or 45 points. I find that pretty hard to believe. So if anything, I think this is like a little too overtuned. The reason being is, yes, the marker light ability is very, very powerful and can be an absolute nightmare when you're fighting an opponent that can spam them. But at 20 points, I mean, that is 50% of their cost for a marker light, and it has a 3-turn cooldown. I just don't find that to be very viable. So I can't think I've ever seen an opponent use a marker light tactical drone. And then the other thing I found is when you're changing your drone types out, I haven't done it with the tactical drones because, again, nobody in their right mind is probably going to put a marker light drone into these tactical drone squads just because of how difficult it is to keep them alive. But when you try it with, say, the stealth battle suits or with the commander, it occasionally bugs out, I'm trying to say. And so not only do you lose out on your shield drone ability, but then you have marker lights that aren't actually working, so that's a complete nightmare when that happens. I think it only tends to happen with the marker drone, because I've never had the commander bug out when I've used the gun drone, and again, I rarely do that, because it's like, why add more cost when I can just get a pure 15% damage reduction? But I have seen it happen with the marker drones for sure. I've actually lost some matches because I wanted to do builds with these other drone types with the stealth suit to be able to play around, because I thought, oh, if that's maybe it counts as a free action, maybe they can stay stealth, and then I can use them to set up some behind the line seeker missile strikes here with 100% accuracy, or buff up the rest of the guys' shots at a big distance while they're staying hidden, but it doesn't work out well. And then in case you're unfamiliar with how the marker drones work, pretty much what you can do is you use the marker light, which is an ability that you get every 3 turns, and it says that it paints the target with a sophisticated light beam, providing allies within 8 tiles with an increased accuracy against the target. So it increases the accuracy of ranged units attacking enemy unit by 10, and it also reduces the accuracy fall off against the unit by 5. So again, how that works is with these guys, they have an optimal range of 3 and a base accuracy of 85. So if you're attacking at 3 tiles, you have an 85% chance to hit. It goes up to 95 if you're using the marker lights, but if that unit were to say be at range 4, then all of a sudden it's gonna be 85 with the marker lights, or 75 if you didn't have the marker lights there because of the decrease that happens. So hopefully that makes sense to you, and is kind of how you can calculate some of these accuracy costs here. So I'll do a match here to just test out to see if these drones will bug out with the marker drones will bug out with the marker drones, kind of like how the stealth suits can do about 50% of the time in my experience, or whether it'll actually work correctly. But again, I can't imagine spending the points here, because of the cost of these 2 marker drones here, I could get a whole nother set of tactical drones going, and more units is almost always the right decision here on most matchups, especially on strategic command points, which is where these guys tend to be used the most, because they are hover, which means they can cover a lot of distance, capture points, can do kind of a flanking maneuver and back capture points that may not be protected. The other way they're frequently used is, like I said, soaking up Overwatch, and also to finish off maybe some low tier Necron units or other factions units that have like 1 or 2 squad mates, I guess, left, because then you don't have to overkill it with something that's more powerful. So I'll set up a match here and we can see what we can do here. The nice thing about them though is they don't really have any other abilities, so we shouldn't have to worry about having to get them to have to empower anything, because that can sometimes be difficult with the Tau. So we'll set up our tester force here, and then we played against the Necron, so I think we're due for fighting against the Sisters. And we'll just start us off. So what can be nice about these guys, let's say if you're doing strategic command, unless you have a jump infantry, a lot of units can't get up here, but where these guys, you can see, can get over this obstacle and would be able to capture these points, or other maps where you have these little obstacles that interfere, so that way you wouldn't have to go all the way around here up those stairs to capture the point. So that's really where those guys tend to shine.
Thrusters engaged. Thrusters engaged.
Yeah, let's get everybody moving up here. Alright, so you do not have it. You do not have it.
Ready for orders.
We serve the greater good. Pathfinder team on the move.
I guess we'll just do Pathfinders over here.
Pathfinder team on the move.
Breacher. Alright, your marker light showing up, and your marker light showing up. So that's at least one good thing. It seems like it's coding correctly.
What do you need? Pushing forward.
So that's at least one win.
Team on the move. Execute the mod car.
They may yet be convinced of the truth of our words.
Moving to
Alright,
position.
well, let's just set you guys
Wherever
up.
I am needed.
Move one over here, one over here. Get a breacher squad up.
Ready for orders. What do you need?
How can I assist?
Let's do some tactical drones over this way.
Ready for orders. What do you need?
I guess let's bring the cadre over there.
We serve the greater good. Pathfinder team on the move.
Move you up this way.
Awaiting
And
instructions.
they shouldn't really be doing too much damage to me. Oop, I almost forgot about
We
moving these
serve the
guys here.
greater good.
Pathfinder
Ready
and
for
breacher.
orders.
It should take them pretty much another turn to get to me, I would imagine.
I will slow them down.
So they're going with the arcoflagellates here. So as you can see, they can do decent damage
Movement ahead.
against low-tier infantry.
I will not break. I serve
But
the greater
they
good.
don't have a lot of survivability, so the AI is automatically target selecting them to do kills, and then the Paragon warsuits are obviously just dropping them like nobody's business here.
What do you need?
So let's move you up.
Pushing forward.
To the
Get you here. I kind of hate to waste your 100% accuracy when you're already that high, but if that's what it takes, that's what we'll do. So let's get you the bonus attacks, auto hit, and overcharge into the Paragon warsuits. And almost drop them on the very first turn, so that's definitely great. And we'll
Confirmed.
pull back with you. And what do you got? Infernal pistols. So that means those are definitely somebody I want to take out. Now that guy has the heavy bolter. So let's shoot into here. Alright, good. So you effectively almost nullified those guys. Pull back with you.
How can I assist?
And then I guess we'll just move you up to here, and you can just shoot into here and drop them.
As you wish.
I'd rather just take a single shot to the face here with those guys. And in fact, what I could probably do is use you to get some shots as well. What do we got here? Heavy
Nothing
bolters.
shall stand against us.
Here, we're gonna jump you. I would like to jump you here,
Moving to
so we'll
position.
move you over one. Now you can jump to here, and you can flame the
They hide away
arcoflagellants
at the Taufa. Kill them all.
and get those kills. And then you can maybe just kill this guy. So like I said, that's how you can use these guys, is to just snipe guys that are almost dead. We'll pull you back because you are my marker lights, because I would like to keep you alive. I can bring you up to here. I guess we might as well have you just take out these arcoflagellants too. So now they're gone. We've got an immolator coming with the twin multi-meltas, a bunch of sisters. So
Ready for orders.
I guess let's move you up here. We'll have you use your marker lights there. I done goofed. I did buff everybody.
And silently through the battlefield.
With the bonus shots. Alright, make them the ones that have 100% chance to hit. You can come here. Alright, just wanted to make sure I had the right unit selected. Because these guys had 100% chance to shoot too. Alright, then you can shoot into here. Boom.
We serve the greater good.
And then Mr. Pathfinder's here. Can come up to here. You've still got the bonuses. Let's set you up here. Beautiful. And we'll just have you sit way back here and shoot into these guys. And that can blow up and damage those guys. And we've got what? Hand flamers, infernal pistols.
I serve the greater good.
We'll get you over to here. And you can flame this way.
The way of the Tauva. Kill them all.
Just about take out those guys. Move you over this way. And the marker light is a free action, so I wasn't sure if that was a thing or not. So that's good to know for the future.
What do you need?
Not that I foresee myself ever really using those again.
With pride.
Wherever I am needed.
Alright, well I guess I've pretty much used up a lot of my shots already. So let's just have you shoot into those guys.
Awaiting instructions.
My poor breacher team is over here.
Ready for orders.
Just move you up too, I guess.
For orders.
Pull you back a little bit.
I am here.
And we'll just shoot into here. It's so stupid how powerful these guys are.
Nothing shall stand
Alright,
against us.
and I guess we'll just flame into these Synchro Saints here. See, with doing the little amount of damage though, it just gave them quite a bit of momentum.
Consider it
But
done.
it's still worth it. We'll turn you here.
What do you
So it's like in the first engagement here, we've now taken out
It will be done.
57% of his forces. He's blocking them there. Yep. Just shoot these guys in the face with your shotgun.
pushing forward?
The magic shotgun, I guess.
Orders.
With pride.
Alright. And why are you behind full cover? Alright, that was weird.
What do you need?
Let's bring you over here and shoot these guys. It's so ridiculous. I guess we'll just move you up to here to start smacking these guys down.
That it has come to this.
Ready for orders.
How do I want to do this next thing here?
I serve the
I mean, I'd
greater
really
good.
like to get to here so I could double flame. But I don't think that's going to be possible, so I guess we're going to just flame here. You can come up here and shoot into these guys.
To the front line. For Viola.
And then you can come over here. And I guess we'll have to flame this way.
We serve the greater good.
Well, I guess let's just try to finish them off. And then you can use this to start weakening those guys down. And then you can put this up to try to buff your accuracy further. Now we're up to 98% accuracy. Yeah, these Sanker Saints are definitely the backbone of a lot of sisters' armies here, because they can definitely hold the line well.
Ready for orders.
Alright, Pathfinder's coming up here. Marker lights. You always got to focus down these penitent engines because of that heavy. Twin flamers can definitely mess up your day. Bring you over here. You can shoot them down.
Ready for orders.
I guess we'll just move you up to here. Shoot here.
Nothing shall stand against us.
And we'll
Moving to
run you over
position.
this way. And flame these guys down.
Ignite the way of the Tauva. Kill them all.
Who's
What
left?
troubles you?
You are. I guess we'll just move you over here.
Cut them down.
How can I assist?
What do you need?
Awaiting instructions.
Alright, start bringing you over to do
Ready
some
for
flanking.
orders.
So I think he just has that one unit left. I mean, look at that. A full unit can't even kill a couple of these guys here. That's what makes this so insane. Now you can just flame them. So, that gives you an idea on the tactical drones. Like I said, they can do some decent damage against light infantry. Occasionally they can maybe suppress somebody if they're getting a charge attack, but I wouldn't count on it, especially with their very low armor piercing. But the big thing is being able to do hit and run, and also capturing points like you're able to see to cross a lot of territory. And then if there's a map that has lots of obstacles, you can do run away and stop the melee guys from being able to charge you back. The marker lights, like I said, you could use them a little bit here. It is a free action. However, for the 20 point cost that it takes them to do it, it's just generally not recommended. So nothing too special here. I guess technically if you have the marker lights on there, if you got them up to full momentum, maybe you could do an empowered marker light ability, but we'll see if that's a thing on the other units here that are much more likely to get there, such as the Pathfinders or the Fire Warriors, which should have some empowered abilities there, because I'm pretty sure the marker light probably has an empowered version. I've never actually used it because I usually get so excited to just spam attacks with most of my Tau forces that I don't always even look to see if the marker light can be utilized, because it's either on cooldown or, like I said, I need to get that damage output towards the enemy because I want to get some easy kills. In terms of their empowered abilities, if you empower the marker light, what it does is it increases the ability for you to use the ability up to 12 tiles, and it increases the accuracy bonus to 20 for the unit that's selected, and it causes the accuracy penalty to fall off by -10 per tile instead of the 5. Now it still only lasts for 1 turn, so definitely it allow you to focus fire a lot of guys, focus fire somebody down if they were behind a bunch of partial cover that was affecting you, but for the most part you're probably not going to be using that. And I just never use it, so we'll find out about that in the near future here. But like I said, I'm not going to necessarily do the increased momentum on the tactical drones because they just don't have the damage output that's going to make it easy to get them into a state that's worth trying to do, because it's the same marker light on every unit, so it'll be the same things here. So thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you are, please give my channel a like and subscribe to encourage me to post more content for you. Have a great day.